School with Coach Spina of the Saline Boys Cross Country Program. Coach, first place overall as a team, just dominated that race from what I could tell. I haven't seen any scores. Second place for Jake Saleh. Tell me about the race you guys had.
It's what we would call a rust buster, so it's just fun to see where the boys are. And there are some things that went really well for us. Like Jake's race stands out as just an awesome performance, and the kid's been doing the things he needs to be doing for a long time, and he's pulling it together on the course. So that was great to see. He was up against one of the top 10 kids in the state today. So for him to be that close and be able to race him this early in the season is really impressive. I think Jake has taken this giant leap from where he was. As far as a team, some of the boys ran like Jake, just having these awesome days, and some of the kids, you could tell it was a rust buster, and they hadn't busted all the rust yet. So there were some holes in the lineup, but winning today is, nobody's ever sad about winning, so that's exciting. You want to start that way, especially because you got Bedford and Chelsea who are in the conference, and so that's a good way to start the season.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what you saw from Jake and why it was a good race for him. Obviously,
we work really hard to get the first 3,000 meters right, like piece by piece, and he did a really nice job balancing, like, I have to execute this really precise plan with, like, I just need to be up there and beat that kid. So he was more conservative early, made some nice early race moves from 1,000 to 2,000 that put him in a position to be able to battle with the kid and help them both have like a better day because they were fighting instead of just tempoing or pacing and time trialing and stuff.
So you had some promising freshmen people talked about, I think you talked about before last season, and they both had some injuries, and they both one was out for the season, one was a little slower to start than they wanted to be. Both had great races. Wes was fourth overall. Another
James Gage.
Yeah. Tell me about the race they had.
There's a development that both of them have shown in the past year. Wes really shined at the end of track, and he pieced together. Physically, they both have amazing talents and gifts. And then there's like the mental part of the sport and like managing. Like, I'm a very talented young kid. That's another whole battle itself. And both of them have figured out a ton of stuff. And you saw Wes figure it out on the track of MHSAA state finals and regional championships. And James has been quietly doing the work all summer of like, how do I manage the stress? These thoughts I'm having as like, I'm running with these really fast kids that last year, he was injured and kind of further back. So he's done amazing things. Both of them have done amazing things. And Wes was in the spotlight this spring. James is going to be in the spotlight for us this fall as part of this really strong 4-5-6 for us. So
how about LaRusso, the senior? Seems like he's been on the program forever. It's only been 4 years, but he's been part of varsity, running in the top 5 forever. What does he do for your team?
Oh man, he's not a typical cross country kid. He challenges a coach in some ways, and he challenges me to develop what I do in a lot of ways because he doesn't fit the mold. But he the success, I said it last year, a lot of the success we had last year at the state finals and regional championships was because that's the expectation that Brennan has. He wants to win stuff more than your average kid in any sport. And so he drives himself and he drives his teammates. So it's hard to say the heartbeat of the team, but he's the heartbeat of the team, man, because the way West goes is typically the way we're going to go. So I'm sorry, the way Brennan goes.
Yes. How about some of these, anybody else here today stand out in a way that you noticed? I'm sure a couple did, but...
I would say William Van Haften had a great day. WVH, he's a junior for us. He's one of the hardest worker kids in a group of really hard-working kids. And he didn't have a great race at the time trial. He has very high expectations for himself and big goals for the season. And he had a good race today. He's got to be walking around excited somewhere. And I would say that would be one of the standouts that we haven't talked about so far. So
awesome. Appreciate it. Well, just quickly, any goals for this team this season?
We were runner-up, kind of a surprise runner-up last fall. We return a lot of those guys. We have Wes and James lined up to be the athletes they want to be. There's a lot of potential in the track barn this fall, so we just want to be able to perform at the championship series, conference, regional, state, and see where we can land.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.